Well, from chilly Glasgow to sun-kissed Jamaica, yes, with a new crime drama which arrived on Wednesday the 5th of March on Channel 4 streaming. It's called Get Millie Black, and here's a clip.
This is just another story about Jamaica. It won't add up, it won't make sense, but like every story about this country, it's a ghost story.
Then police go, ring the alarm, ring the alarm, ring the alarm.
You managed to get out of here? Why you come back?
The bad man don't ring the alarm.
You're looking for a boy. You expect to find this one alive, detective?
Yes, so as you say, this is certainly not the coal streets of Glasgow. This is really rather hot where this one is set. And I've watched the first episode of this, and I'm really keen. It's a 5-parter. I'm really keen to watch the rest. That tells you that it spiked my interest. It's gritty, is probably what I would say. Very, very gritty. It was created by the Booker Prize-winning novelist Marlon James, and it's about. It keeps talking about ghosts. When it takes a little while to get into it, because at the beginning they sort of thought, about ghosts. They still haunt you, alive or they're dead, and the scene that you see immediately is upsetting. It's immediately offensive and assaults the senses, and had me feeling quite sort of upset. The language is pretty ripe in places. It's very not in a sense that being sweary for the sake of being sweary. It feels right, I should say, but it's got that sort of gritty feel to it. And this is it follows a detective, and she lived in Jamaica. She was taken to the UK to live with family by her awful mother. Well, mother didn't take her; she sent her off and left her brother behind. And she thought her brother was dead. And this is what she's saying about ghosts, whether they're living or dead, they're there to haunt you. And she goes back to Jamaica some years later when she's a detective, and you see her getting involved in a crime, trying to see who done it, basically. And it's a little bit too close, because it reminds her of her own situation. So at what point does she cross the line of this being something that is important to her versus what she needs to do as... I really enjoyed what I've seen so far. So I think it's really gritty. It's not something you can get on and do something else at the same time. You really need to watch. So, it turns out that her brother isn't dead. He's alive and actually is living as a woman. And so it kind of... They brought in the kind of... another community of people. I think they've done that really incredibly well, actually, and I think that it will be well received on that front, because it's a sort of tricky subject, particularly in Jamaica where crime is high, the poverty is high. It feels very raw. It feels very real, incredibly credible, and incredibly sad in so many ways, and an amazement that this woman, who, after everything she's been through, if you like, has come out as strong as she has. So I really enjoyed it. Ian?
Yeah, I thought it was very good. You can tell it's written by a Booker Prize-winning novelist, because the narration is quite poetic and really well done. Tanara Lawrance plays Millie Jean, and there is a bit of a common thread in this week's podcast, because childhood trauma is a bit of a theme without giving too much away. You've got China McQueen playing Hibiscus, and you're kind of seeing the underbelly of Jamaica as well as sort of the rich people who live there. And we also have Joe Dempsey playing a Scotland Yard inspector who turns up with his own agenda.